Hey guys, more Noob Sapa with the Gravity Project here, and this video is going to be on the 5 fixes or, updates that I want to see from DC World by the time the Amazon Theory Part 3 comes out sometime in late December or early January. So, I told you I would do this video a little bit ago, and I didn't get around to his school stuff, but I'm here now, and I figured I'd try to get this done before my next class, and so this is what I want to see. First of all, I just want to see general power balancing. Like, before anything else, PvE is still pretty wrecked right now. And, I was really thinking about it, like, over this past year, and it's not that crazy to see, DPS power sets that are better than others in PvE content. That's kind of how all MMOs are. Like, there's usually a few power sets that are just better for DPS. Like, they're known as better DPSs, and then there's some that are known as better healers, and some that are just better tanks. And that's kind of how things generally go, but because, so early on, DC made a point to focus on having total balance between the powers. It's like that's kind of what we're all expecting now. So even though it wasn't necessarily a concept that we came in here feeling like was imperative, like having complete balance between all the powers, now we do. So like to not get that would be like a big letdown. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to say that it's abnormal, but it's just now we're looking forward to that. So I do want to see general power balancing, and after that, I'd actually like to see them go back to the kind of initial DPS style, and not in totality because that's impossible. But what I'd like to see is that they make AMs across the board weaker once everything is balanced fairly well, and then they go back to the best way to DPS being that you use your weapon and your powers, so that basically the only way to be top DPS is you using your weapon and your powers, specking might and precision just as you used to have to. And then like kind of if you're doing old content or you're new to the game or you're lazy DPSing, that would be when you use your AM. So it's like, it's old content, everything is weak to you, you want to blow through it, snap on your ice AM and just Arctic gust your way through everything. But for this to be the top content and you run around spamming one button, that's kind of like, what's the point of that? It takes the fun away from the game. So I think if they could balance it out and then have it be where weapons came back into the picture in terms of that being your primary DPS style, that would be really good. After that, I want to see, that Electric, Nature, Celestial, Rage, they get their proper buff. So not that they're close and that they're in line with everything else, but they are literally on par with everything else. Because they've been saying that they're bringing them closer in line to the other things of that caliber, but it's like they're still terribly weak in PvE content. They're all pretty good for PvP right now. I mean, Electric and Nature could probably still be a little bit better, but they're not bad. Like Nature, I'm fighting a Nature healer right now, and he was pretty annoying to fight. So, I mean, little things like that. I just want to see like all the powers that are still kind of crappy at the moment, just bring them up to pace. And second to last, penultimately, I'd like to see, I feel as if boss encounters, it's viable to say that they are broken. Like, bosses jumping around and just doing because it's weird, like, it's not even like it's a particular move that they're jumping around. Like, it's like a boss will literally turn around and just lunge somebody and kill them. Like, that's not a mechanic, that's not a boss move, that's just some random thing that it's doing, which is no fun for anybody. Like if it had if it red skulled before it did it, or if it was like a particular move for that boss, then it may be, acceptable. But what it is right now is kind of just a nuisance. So that was penultimate, second to last, and last but not least, just what we've been asking for forever now, PvP across the board. For what it's worth, PvP is the more fun side of the game right now, while there's no new PvE content. And I don't particularly think it's broken per se. It's probably better than it's been in the last year or so. But I mean, one-handed and hand blast are still kind of OP. As you can see, fire tanking is pretty ridiculous. I think we only killed this guy like once or twice the whole time we were in here. And I don't know. I mean, Celestial healers can hit pretty damn hard, so it's basically like 2 DPS. But this was actually just some random person I queued in with, and we got like a pretty crappy team to go up against. Like, well, not crappy, but it sucked for us to go against a Nature heal and a fire tank. Like, that is probably one of the worst combinations you could get. But we managed to pull through and, get that win. So point is, some powers just still have an edge on others. For what it's worth, I think every power has the capacity to hit hard if you're using it right in PvP at this point. So that's not really a problem. It's just like survivability and little things like that, like fire tanking is pretty ridiculous and it can still hit pretty hard. Nature healing is kind of ridiculous. Sorcery healing is kind of ridiculous in 1s and 2s. It's like little things. So if they can find a way to just, again, balance it out like they've been promising, I'd be very happy. And that's actually pretty much it for the list. It's like, even though it seems like we want so much and there's so much to do, when you strip the list of wants and needs down to the bare minimum, there's not that much to be done. If they did everything that they promised that they were going to do in this allotted time, this 5 months, I think that it might be the game's saving grace. It's like, I don't know if they'll gain new people from that, but they might get back some of the old people, and the people who are still here may be more inclined to stay. So that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, rate, and subscribe. I don't know if you guys look in my description, but I always have an unreasonable goal in there. And so my unreasonable goal was to get to 4,000 subscribers by September 25th. But I wasn't really making it known. So I'm going to start telling you guys what my unreasonable goals are and see how many of these we can get, since I achieved one of them before. So that's it for this one. As always, I'm Mars Noob about the Gravity Project, and I will see you all next time. I was gonna let the video end there, but I guess some of you might want to see how this match ended, so I'll just speed up the footage a little bit. Not as much as I did one time where I really kind of fucked it up. But yeah, I'll speed it up a little bit and play some music and just let you guys see how this turned out. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.